$14 million. Yes, Parker Schnabel's team dug up this much gold from the ground before they had to close the mine. This wasn't a loss. It was the biggest win of his life so far. A kid who took over his grandfather's business and made his own choices when he was just 16 years old. From that time until now, Parker's story feels like a movie. A small-town boy who is now known as the Gold King of the Klondike. But then suddenly he shut down the whole mine. Just think, when gold worth millions is being found, why would a guy stop everything? This is the real mystery. People say that Parker and his team dug up gold under the snow and dirt of Alaska that people only heard stories about. But as soon as piles of gold came out, fear spread along with the excitement. Was this treasure really his, or was it someone else's buried wealth? People also say that Parker saw something that couldn't be shown on camera. Is this some old secret or part of some ancient treasure? This sudden decision created chaos in the whole gold rush world. Some people think that Parker hid the treasure, while others say that the government got involved. Now the real question is, did Parker really become a millionaire, or did he get caught in a game where everything was at risk? Friends, this story isn't just about gold. This is a story of a truth that is much bigger than you think. And if you don't want to miss the next big reveal, then subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. Parker's early story and pressure. When everyone hears the name Parker Schnabel, they think of gold mines, big trucks, and millions of dollars in treasure. But the truth is that his start wasn't that easy. Just think, when other guys were busy with school, sports, or hanging out with friends at 16 years old, Parker was making the biggest decision of his life. His grandfather, John Schnabel, was a legendary gold miner, ran the Big Nugget mine for years. He wasn't just a miner, but an inspiration for the whole area. But time and old age took him away from the mines. This was when the responsibility fell right on Parker's shoulders. At just 16 years old, Parker took the big step of leaving the Big Nugget mine and choosing his own path. This step wasn't easy. Staying under his grandfather's shadow was the safe way. But he felt that if he wanted to make his own name, he would have to take risks. This is where his real journey started. Picture this. A teenage boy who had some experience in gold mines decided that now he has to find gold on his own. It sounds like a movie story, but it was real. Now comes the pressure. When you're connected to a big name, especially someone like your grandfather, the world's expectations weigh even more on you. Parker knew that people only wanted to see him win. If he failed, everyone would say, "See, he's not like his grandfather." On top of that, there was pressure from the show. Gold Rush doing everything in front of cameras with millions of viewers watching him. This was no joke. Imagine, on one hand the machines are running, mining is happening, and on the other hand cameras are recording every moment. Even one small mistake could be shown to the whole world. This situation was so tough that failing didn't just mean losing money, it meant his whole reputation was at stake. One mistake and everything is over. That was the situation. But this pressure made him stronger. Slowly he built his own team, started making decisions, and put his grandfather's lessons into practice. Picture this, at such a young age. When others think about earning pocket money from part-time jobs, Parker was handling projects worth millions of dollars and heavy machinery. The question in front of him was, will he be able to make his mark? Or will his journey stay incomplete without his grandfather's name? This suspense kept pulling people in every season, every episode. People wanted to see whether Parker would be able to win this time too, or if the pressure would stop him. His journey clearly showed that if you're determined from the heart, then age is just a number. Parker not only met his family's expectations, but also proved to the whole Klondike that real gold doesn't just come from the ground, it can also be found through hard work and courage. The first big bet, and becoming king of the Klondike. There was a moment in Parker Schnabel's life that changed his whole fate. This was when he bet on Dominion Creek. Just think, a young guy who was just around 20 years old decided to take a risk worth millions of dollars. Dominion Creek wasn't a small place. It was a big name in the gold mining world. But for this, a lot of money was needed, and most importantly, courage was needed. People were saying Parker had gone crazy because even after investing millions, if gold didn't come out, then he could lose everything. And at that time he wasn't alone. His team, his family's name, everything was at stake. This wasn't a scene from a TV show. This was real life. Taking machines to Dominion Creek, building the setup there, and digging the mine day and night. All this was like a war. On top of that, there was doubt everywhere. Many old players in the mining world were also wondering how such a young guy could take such a big risk. But Parker's style was different. He said, "If I don't take risks, how will I win?" This thinking made him different from others. Slowly, gold started coming out of Dominion Creek. At first, the team couldn't believe that so much gold could come out of such a place. But as weeks passed, the amount of gold they weighed was amazing. And this is where Parker got his new name, the King of the Klondike. Parker broke such records that people were shocked. In every season, he kept digging up more gold than the season before. Viewers of the Gold Rush show always thought that maybe now Parker will fall. But every time he surprised everyone with his hard work, he built a gold empire on the snowy land of the Klondike. There was a time when he doubted his decisions. But now those decisions were making him part of history. The media started calling him the Golden Boy. Fans started seeing him as an inspiration. His name was everywhere on social media. Millions of people turned on their TVs just to see how much gold Parker would be able to dig up this time. And to be honest, he wasn't just digging up gold, he was setting records. His team dug up tons of gold. And every time he saw the scales tip down, the smile on his face said everything. People in the Klondike believed that Parker was the real king now. And that was the truth. There was no other miner there who had achieved such great success at such a young age. But there was a twist here too. While people thought Parker had everything, there was still one question in his mind. Is this just the beginning? Because for Parker, winning didn't just mean money or fame, but a passion to make history with his hard work. And this passion made him the King of the Klondike, Alaska's mysterious land, and the $14 million day. When you hear the name Alaska, snow-covered mountains, strong winds, and dangerous wilderness start moving around in your mind. This is the place where Parker Schnabel decided to make his biggest dream come true. But this land is not only beautiful, but also very harsh. The weather here changes in a moment. Sometimes it's sunny, and the next moment there's a blizzard. Machines would freeze, trucks would get stuck in mud, and the workers' condition would get worse. On top of that, there were long cold nights where stopping work was impossible, because every minute could mean losing millions. But the biggest mystery among all these difficulties was what was hidden under the ground. During digging, the team often found strange tunnels, wooden structures, pieces like old walls. Looking at them, it seemed like someone had buried something here before. Questions started coming up. Was this just a gold mine, or a hiding place for some old treasure? Some of Parker's team would joke, maybe this place is cursed. But when cold air came out of the tunnels, and sounds echoed in the darkness, even that joke turned into fear. Slowly, the digging went deeper, and the day came that changed everything. The team dug out such a huge pile of gold that everyone's eyes went wide while counting it. Yes, that was the day when Parker and his team dug out gold worth $14 million from the ground. Just imagine seeing gold on such a large scale was like a dream. A wave of happiness ran through the team. Some were dancing, some were hugging, and cameras were recording everything. This moment was the brightest moment in Gold Rush history. But then the mood changed. When everyone else was lost in happiness, Parker's face suddenly became serious. The smile on his lips was gone. He kept staring at that pile of gold as if something was going on in his mind. His teammates were thinking, what happened? Why isn't Parker happy? Even after such a big win, people say that on that day, Parker saw something that shook him up. Some believe that old wooden boxes or structures were also found along with the gold. Seeing them, he understood that this wasn't just about gold. That means there was something else hidden there. Something that could be dangerous to show everyone. Everyone saw the gold worth $14 million. But the silence on Parker's face was pointing to some untold secret. The team's happiness slowly started turning into questions. Why was Parker looking worried even after so much gold? Was he hiding some truth? Or was he afraid that this treasure wasn't his, but someone else's? From that day on, Parker's decisions started changing. He decided to close the mine. People thought he had gone crazy. So much gold was found, and now he was talking about stopping the work. But Parker knew there was something behind that pile of gold that couldn't be shown on cameras. His serious face and suddenly changed body language told a bigger story. That's why the $14 million day isn't just a story of winning. It's the day when Parker Schnabel showed the world his biggest discovery, but kept the secret behind it hidden. People still ask, was the gold the real treasure, or did Parker discover something else that day which he hid from everyone's eyes? The order to close the mine, and a storm of rumors. After digging up gold worth $14 million, the mood among the team was like they had won the world. The workers were shouting with joy. Some were hugging each other, and cameras were recording every moment. This day was going to be written in golden letters in Gold Rush history. But right at that moment, Parker suddenly looked at his team and said in a cold voice, "Stop everything." At first, no one believed it. Everyone thought Parker was joking or had said something because he was tired. But the seriousness on his face made it clear that this was no joke. His order was clear: turn off the machines, stop digging. The team was shocked. The camera crew also couldn't understand why this order came in the middle of celebrating. Some people from the team came to Parker and said, "We can go deeper now. There's more gold here." But Parker only said, "This is now beyond our control." There was a different kind of fear in his words, as if he had seen something that the others didn't notice. From that moment on, everyone started feeling that there was something more hidden in this story. This is where the storm of rumors started. Some people started saying that Parker had found something else along with the gold. Maybe an old chest or some mysterious treasure. Whispers also started spreading from within the team that the digging had not only brought out gold, but also ancient structures and strange objects. There was a flood of discussions on social media. Fans said that the amount of gold that was actually found was much more than what was shown, and Parker hid a big part of it. Some video clips went viral, where a blurred glimpse was seen, as if some footage had been deleted from the camera. This made the mystery even deeper. On the other hand, another theory spread. The government stepped in. People said that as soon as news of such a big discovery reached the top, government agencies immediately took action in order to shut down everything. The reason given was that whatever was found might not only be Parker's, but also national heritage. Many fans even said that the government had hidden the real footage. The biggest puzzle in this whole situation was Parker's silence. He never told anything clearly in the media or on the show. He just said one line: "It's not just about gold." And this line itself added fuel to the fire. Because when a person doesn't speak openly, people make up stories according to their own understanding. Some believed that he had hidden the treasure. Some said that he had seen something which was dangerous to show. And some people even believed that the land in Alaska was protecting some old secret, and Parker had disturbed it. The order to close the mine became the biggest mystery in the gold rush world. On one side, there was gold worth millions. On the other side, there was sudden silence. The team, crew, and fans all remember that moment to this day and ask what exactly happened that Parker Schnabel ordered everything to be stopped. Theory of ancient treasure and media chaos. When Parker ordered the mine to be closed, the gold counting stopped there. But people weren't ready to believe that the story was so simple. Questions started coming up. Was only gold really found, or was there something else found with it that was hidden from the world? Rumors started spreading quickly. Some people claimed that while digging, the team found wooden boxes with strange markings on them. These didn't seem to be ordinary boxes, but were like signs of an ancient civilization. That chest hidden among the gold seemed to be opening the door to an old secret. Some workers from the team also quietly said later that they had seen a wooden and stone structure with their own eyes, which was buried under layers of gold. But that footage was never shown completely on cameras. In the edited episode of the show, only the pile of gold was focused on. Everything else was missing. Many people on social media fueled this theory. Some said that the chest could belong to an ancient religious group. Some said that it was the hidden treasure of Spanish explorers. And some even wrote that this treasure could be thousands of years old, which was once deliberately hidden underground. But the most shocking rumor was that some mysterious object was also found in the chest. Some were saying that it was a strange statue made of gold. Some were claiming that old weapons or holy books were found there. No one knows what the real truth was. Meanwhile, Gold Rush fans got really angry. People felt that they were cheated. They wanted the whole truth to be shown on camera. But everything was edited in the show. Fans got mad on social media. If nothing was hidden, then why were the clips cut? Hashtags like #HiddenGold and #LostFootage started trending on Twitter and Facebook. Long discussions started happening on Reddit and forums. Everyone was putting their own theories. Some were showing screenshots. Some were showing blurry video clips. Many channels uploaded videos on YouTube claiming to have secret footage. Some of these clips were such that they really gave a glimpse of tunnels and strange wooden structures. Although it was hard to prove whether these were real or fans had edited them themselves. But these videos made the audience even more curious. The Gold Rush show was also accused of deliberately hiding the truth. People started saying such a big discovery was made, and the episode ended by showing just a small glimpse. This clearly means that something big was hidden. The TV crew was also suspected. Some said that some secret deal had been made between the channel and the government. If ancient treasure was really found, then it wasn't allowed to be made public. Parker's silence added fuel to the fire. He never openly told what was found there. He just said, "It's not just about gold." The audience became even more restless after hearing this line from him, because when a politician or miner talks in such half-truths, people start making up stories themselves. The result was that Parker Schnabel's discovery was no longer just a mining story. It became a mystery. People started talking more about that chest and mysterious things than about the gold. Even today, Gold Rush fans are divided on this matter. Some believe that there really was an ancient treasure there which the government took. Some say that all this is just a rumor to give hype to the show. And some people still keep searching for that secret footage, hoping that maybe one day the real truth will come out. Parker's silence and the team's future. The way Parker suddenly ordered the mine to be closed after digging up gold worth $14 million shook the entire Gold Rush world. Both the audience and the team were thinking that now he will come forward and tell openly why he did this. But when the media and people asked him questions, Parker said just one line: "It's not just about gold." This one line was so heavy that it sent shivers down the listeners' spines. What did it mean? It's not just about gold means that something else was also found there. Or did Parker sense some danger that he didn't want to bring on camera? Instead of answering, Parker went into deeper silence. He neither gave a clear statement to the media, nor did he speak anything in detail on the show. And this silence itself became the biggest mystery. When a person doesn't speak, people start making up stories according to their own understanding. Some say that Parker hid the ancient treasure. Some claimed that the government forced him not to bring out the truth, and some believed that Parker was genuinely scared. Scared that if the secret was revealed, the mines would no longer be a gold rush exploration game, but a dangerous battleground. Parker's silence made the questions deeper. That line still echoes among Gold Rush fans on Reddit and social media. Everyone interprets it in their own way. But Parker never confirmed or denied those theories. Now it comes to the team's future. Parker's team has been with him for years. They have seen both his good and bad times. When Parker bet on Dominion Creek, this same team stood by him. When Record Gold was made, these people were also there. And now that Parker has closed the mine, the biggest question that has come up is, what's next? Some team members believe that Parker would now focus on a new place. There are many mines in Alaska, but the risk is equally big everywhere. New areas, new soil, and new dangers. But Parker's style has always been this: play big or go home. So people believed that he would soon set up machines at a new place and start looking for gold again. But there was also a fear that maybe he was tired forever. Such a big responsibility and so much pressure at such a young age can break anyone. Some fans even said that Parker might now choose a path other than gold mining. But those who know him closely believe that gold runs in his blood. He can't separate himself from this game even if he wants to. Questions were also raised about the team's future. If Parker stops everything, will his team break up, or will everyone take a new risk together? Looking at Parker's past decisions, it seems that he's not someone who gives up. His silence may be mysterious, but his next step is always big. Viewers of the TV show Gold Rush are also waiting for Parker's next step. Every season there's suspense about where Parker will go. This time, how much gold will he dig up, and which record will he break? And this time, his silence has made people even more anxious. In which direction will Parker and his team's future go? Will he start the Gold War again, on some new land? Is he getting ready for another big discovery? Or was this really his last big dig? No one has the answer. But one thing is clear: Parker Schnabel's story is no longer limited to finding gold. It has now become a mystery. His silence and his decision have made it more valuable than gold. In the end, the question that has made this whole story more mysterious is, did Parker really become a millionaire, or was he the victim of some big trick? Just think, on one hand, there was gold worth $14 million lying in front of him. Headlines everywhere on TV were that Parker Schnabel had found record-breaking gold. Fans felt that now he had become not just the Gold Rush champion, but a real millionaire. But on the other hand, his decision and his silence made this victory incomplete. Some people believe that Parker hid the real treasure. The reality was much bigger than what was shown in the show. They say that the parts of the footage where the ancient chest or mysterious things were seen were deliberately removed. If this is true, then Parker has not only become a millionaire, but has also become the owner of a very big secret. The second theory says that Parker actually became the victim of some big trick. As soon as news of the discovery spread, the government and agencies stepped in and forced him to stop everything. According to this theory, Parker didn't have as much control as was shown. The real gold and treasure were taken from him, and only half the truth was shown to the world. Now, no one knows what the truth is. But it's certain that Parker's discovery changed the gold rush story from simple mining to mysteries and conspiracies. This is why even today, people ask, has the truth been hidden? Did Parker become a millionaire or a victim? Maybe this question will echo for years to come. His silence, his serious face and his words, "It's not just about gold," still stand in front of us like a mystery. And friends, this is the beauty of this whole story. This isn't just a story of searching for gold, but a story of human greed, mystery, and untold truth. So if you want to know what will be the next piece of this mystery, what will be Parker's next step, and whether the truth will ever come out, then you're in the right place. Friends, this story isn't just about gold. This is the story of a truth that's bigger than your imagination. If you don't want to miss the next revelation, then subscribe now and turn on notifications.